What's up, good people? You might be wondering, who is this guy sitting next to you, Dr. Usman? This guy, his name is DJ. Mr. DJ was very curious and he was asking me about the benefits of Bajra flowers because he has been diagnosed with prediabetes and he's curious, is that possible that Bajra flour could be a more beneficial thing for him versus a regular flour because he loves to eat bread. So I did a lot of research on that. He has been asking me about that for over a month. And so I read a lot of papers and publication amalgam and I came across a conclusion that his question was a valid question and Bajra flour is very, very healthy for pre-diabetics and diabetics people. So, besides that, what other people can benefit from Bajra flour? People who have heart disease, people who have GI issues like gut issues, people with cancers or predisposition to the cancers or chance that they might get cancer in the future, or people who are aware of the factor about aging, they want to limit their aging process, they can get benefit from Bajra flour. So there are a lot of people who can get benefit from Bajra flour. So let's come across one by one. Let's discuss them one by one. People with diabetes or pre-diabetes, how do they get benefit from Bajra flour? First and foremost important thing about Bajra flour is it has a low glycemic index. It's one of the foods that has a very low glycemic index, which is extremely beneficial to the diabetic people, so that if they eat a lot of bread, even then the blood glucose level does not rise to an extent compared to another sort of food with the same amount as well. So that sort of comparison gives a lot of benefit to the people who are taking Bajra flour. So that's why it's very useful for diabetic people. Another reason why Bajra flour is good for diabetics is it contains magnesium, and magnesium helps with the glucose receptors, and therefore it's very good for those people who have diabetes because those glucose receptors get much benefit from that kind of diet, from that kind of magnesium levels that support this kind of environment inside the body for the diabetic people or pre-diabetics as well. Another very good thing about Bajra flour is it's very easy to digest. It is very good for people who are gluten sensitive or people with other sensitivities in their gut, so that they get easy gut problems with, or they are very sensitive to different sort of foods. So they can also try this flour, Bajra flour. They can get a lot of benefit from that. So I think it's worth trying. Some people or many people with celiac disease also have been found out to getting benefit from Bajra flour. And I love that factor because it's good for people with gluten sensitivity, and therefore I would highly recommend to the people that it's a better alternative, especially if you're someone like me who love to take bread. Another important thing is it is very friendly for kidneys and liver because it contains a compound called catechins, something like that, catechin. So that I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but that's kind of the spelling of that compound is. I'm good in biochemistry, by the way, but some compounds are harder to pronounce. So catechin compounds in Bajra flour are very useful for the people who are taking any sort of cautions with their kidneys and liver. So again, a very useful benefit of Bajra flour I found out in the research. Thanks to Mr. DJ who asked me to do a research. So please ask me in the comments so I can, get through more research papers. I love to do research and I love to talk about them. Another important thing is because of Bajra flour containing a lot of proteins and a lot of B6 vitamin, niacin and zinc and folate and iron, it is found out that it's very healthy for your hair growth, or the natural texture of your hair, even for your skin and your nails. So it's very healthy for that particular body organs, or skin is the biggest organ in your body. So it's very helpful in that regard as well. Another important thing is it helps you fight against stroke and cancers because it has antioxidant properties and it is purely natural. So worth trying it. If you like it, you can incorporate that into your lifestyle, into your eating habits. And I came across some papers where it was found out that Bajra flour has high content of magnesium and potassium is very useful because it helps in vasodilation. By that I mean it increases the girth or the volume of your blood vessels, and that is extremely helpful for the patients who are hypertensive. By that I mean high blood pressure patients, or patients who have high risk or high chances of getting heart disease, or who already got the heart disease. Let's say somebody's having a congestive cardiac failure, it's a chronic problem. So in that kind of CCF patients or CHD patients or hypertensive patients, Bajra flour is very useful because it contains potassium and magnesium. Especially potassium increases the girth and therefore reduces the chances of atherosclerosis causing blockage of your arteries. And that's why it's been found out to be helpful against cardiac problems and hypertensive problems. Even though hypertension, it adds on to cardiac problems, one relates to another, and that's why I keep overlapping them. But overall, it is useful for both of them. So why not? Worth trying it. Help with the heart, help with the kidneys, help with the liver, help with the nails and the skin and certain body organs, including gut. Why not? Let's try it and discuss it out, that what benefits you and I got out of it. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.